If any of you hate doing machine cardio as much as I do, then doing medicine ball throws is a great way to get your cardio workout in. These are reverse throws. I try and get the ball back between my legs, driving the hips out and upward, and throwing that ball as hard as I can. It also has a great carryover to the weight for height and caber toss. Another fun way to get your cardio in and to really fry your core are medicine ball slams. Now seen here is a 4-pound medicine ball, so it doesn't take a lot of weight for it to be effective. The main thing is to really focus on using your core and lower body to move the implement, to drive that ball hard into the floor, catch it high above your head, and repeat for as many reps as possible. One fun drill that I just started putting back into my workouts are vertical flick passes. So seen here is an 11-pound ball, and you have a partner drop the ball. Now you want to decelerate that ball into your chest and flick it with your fingers back up again. It's a great little drill. You get some forearm involvement in there, chest involvement, and it's a lot of fun. Probably one of the best core exercises you can do, as well as being one of the more incorrectly performed exercises, are landmines. Too often I see lifters using too much weight, using bent arms to the point where it's more of a bicep curl around the body with very little core involvement. So what you want to do here is you want to keep the arms nice and long. Keep that orbit around your body as big as possible. Again, same as in medicine balls, focusing on using your core and your hips and lower body to move that weight around you. You don't want to use too much weight. I probably go as high as a 25-pound plate for sets of 10, and by the time I'm done, my core is completely cooked. One exercise that I love doing before as a warm-up or as a finisher at the end of a workout are hyperextensions. They really get the blood flowing in the low back and the glutes, and by adding a medicine ball, it makes it even more challenging. Okay, we started today's lift with incline bench press, and I'll tell you what works best for me is I try and get the bar as far back under my chin as possible to get as much upper chest activation as I can. And warming up, I will do 2 to 3 sets of empty bar presses. I see this too often, especially with young lifters. They don't do any warm-ups at all, really. They'll come in, they'll throw on a plate, This applies to squats, deadlifts, bench, and start doing half reps with it. Make sure you're well warmed up, especially if you're an older lifter. The name of the game here is longevity. So you don't want to get any injuries because it takes much longer for you to heal. So make sure you're well warmed up.
This is your 405 day for sure. Yeah, I see you burnt yourself out. Use the goal, right? Got a video of this one. Got her. You got her? Yeah, she's rolling. It's rolling now. Here we go.
One great accessory to add to your routine are resistance bands. In this case, this is a medium green band. So how it's attached to the bench underneath probably provides about 50 to 60 pounds of resistance at the top. This is a great way to build speed with the bar, to get over sticking points, and really if you're sore, it's a great way to get in a heavy bench day without having to worry about that heavy negative on the way down. Another great lift for your posterior chain are stiff-legged deadlifts. They're also one lift that I see done incorrectly all the time. A lot of lifters tend to bring the bar too high, almost into the crest of the hip. What you really want to do is bring it to about mid-thigh. And keep the tension on your hamstrings and glutes at all times. Now, what I like to do is stand on a plate. I find it gives me a little more of a stretch. I also lift my toes when I'm performing this exercise. Being smart about your training is very important at any age, but even more so as an older lifter. You need to learn to listen to your body and know when to lift heavy or back off just a little if you're feeling beaten up. So, if done properly, lifts such as this can be very effective, even at lower weights. Just by upping the reps a little bit, you can get a great burn and a great stretch. The last exercise of today's lift were wall balls. Again, it's a fun lift. You get some cardio in there, as well as keeping in with my pull-push squat approach to training. It's a nice way to get that blood flowing after a tough squat week. This is a 10 kilogram med ball, so 22 pounds, and we're doing 3 sets for about 6 to 7 reps. As always, thanks for watching my training log. If you have any questions about specific lifts or training in general, drop me a line. If you haven't had a chance already, have a look at my other videos on my channel. It's a great resource, and hopefully you find them helpful. If you have found my videos helpful, please like and subscribe. Good hunting.